So in the previous video we have studied the various characteristics of pteridophytes, and now I want to repeat with those characters what we have studied in the previous class. That is, the pteridophytic plants are the first terrestrial plants which are normally growing on the cold climatic conditions or the moist area. And now the second character is plant body is considered as an prothallus, where it is differentiated into root, stem and leaf, and we have observed that the roots which are going to be found present below the soil, and even stem is considered as rhizome. Why? Because underground stem is considered as rhizome. Then next is leaves are normally called as fronds, Fronds, and next one is the young leaf is considered as an circinate venation. Next, these are first plants what we are observing it as an vascular plants, where the xylem and phloem tissues are going to be found. First time what we are observing xylem and phloem is, xylem is not having all the cells, only tracheids are present, vessels are absent. And now like that, phloem is, CO2 is present, companion cells are not there. So in this way that the xylem and phloem tissues are present. That is why it is called as tracheophytes. The next is reproduction or the life cycle. It is going to be taking place in two ways, sporophytic and the gametophytic. Sporophytic stage is dominant because they are normally growing on the land region or the moist region. That is why sporophytic condition is the dominant. Now next is life cycle normally found in two forms, that what we have discussed. Gametophytic stage is present, but it is short lived because fusion of gametes require water. Next is the important part is the sporophytic stage, where the spores are going to be generated. The spores are present on the marginal surface of the leaf. If the leaf contains spores, they are called as sporophyll. The next is the spores are of two kinds. Some are smaller spores, some are larger spores. So that is considered as some plants, majority of the plants which is normally considered as an homosporous. Homosporous andre similar kinds of spores are going to be found. Example, Nephrolepis athwa Adiantum anta kuda karitu. So now next is the spores are normally found in the two kinds, that is considered as an heterosporous. Example, Selaginella and Salvinia. So homosporous and heterosporous. Next we have to observe that some of the leaves are small, that is in the case of Selaginella, leaves are small, they are called as microphyll. Leaves are large, that is called as macrophyll. Adiantum nalli, Nephrolepis nalli large leaves irtave, they are called as macrophyll. And in the case of Selaginella, small leaves are there, they are considering it as an microphyll. Microphyll, macrophyll, sporophyll, that what we have observed. Next we are observing that in the different kinds of spores, like higher plants, Selaginella and Salvinia, some of the spores are larger, they are called as macrospores. Some of the spores are smaller, they are called as microspores anta word bantu. So different kinds of spores, that is the heterosporous anta odidhu. Next is, in this pteridophytic region, higher plants are showing seed habit. That is the next step of evolution, what we are saying that. The next step of evolution is normally considered as an heterosporous in nature, and microspores and megaspores are present. Seed bearing habit is saying, but now seeds are not produced. So now microspores, megaspores. I cannot tell about the female gamete and the male gamete. Next. Again the important part is what we have studied in the previous class. So these seed bearing habit, that is megaspore, retain on the leaf surface, andre marginal regionally ulkotude. Microspores are liberated. When the microspores are liberated, then they communicate with the megaspores and the zygote is produced. Wherever zygote is produced, that is the region what we are saying that the female gamete followed. Zygote formation is going to be taking place. So in this way, normally later on the spores are going to be dispersed. So in this way development andre haploid spores are going to be dispersed. So in this way again gametophytic stage is going to be formed, which is short lived. So like that we have studied in the case of the pteridophyte. Illenilla very simple factor, hetero kinds of spores athwa heterosporous on ನೆನಪಿಟ್ರೆ that is important. ಹೌದಾ, ಸೀಡ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಸಿಲಾಜಿನಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ವಿನಿಯಾ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ heterosporous condition in the case of the gymnosperms, like that followed. But majority of the plants in the pteridophytes, they are exhibiting the homosporous, followed. So now yesterday I have not discussed about the classification. Now we are moving toward the classification, that is the pteridophytes are normally divided into 4 classes. Pteridophytes are divided into 4 classes. Pteridophytes are divided into 4 classes. That is Coelopsida, ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ, always P silent. Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Phenopsida, S is silent. And now Pteropsida, so P is silent. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇದ್ದೇ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಟೆರಡೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. Pteridophyte ಅನ್ನಬಾರದು, P is silent here. Like that here also Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Phenopsida, Pteropsida. Detail information not necessary, only the classification classes ive. CET part it is to be helpful for you. Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Sida anta last bartu, and now Phenopsida, Pteropsida. So usually Coelopsida, this is the example, Xylotum. Now here it is, these are the examples what I have written here. Lycopsida Selaginella ಅಥವಾ Lycopodium ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ Lycopsida Selaginella and Phenopsida Equisetum and Pteropsida Dryopterus ಅಥವಾ Nephrolepis or Adiantum. So these are the examples in which they are going to observe. Detailed explanation of each class is not necessary. That is why only you have to take down and just you have to remember Siddhanta last month, that is the pteridophyte classification. Mycetes, wherever it has been occurred, that is fungal classification, however we have discussed. So once again I am telling you that Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Phenopsida, S is silent, and Pteropsida. Followed? These are the classes of the pteridophytes. Now we are moving toward the next part, that is the gymnosperms. Because if you want you can take down here. So that is the next we are moving toward the gymnosperms. Selaginella, one more examples also if you want you can, Lycopodium anta kuda bartade example. Lycopodium also we are going to be observed, right? Next, over, right? So now we are moving toward the gymnosperms. Now we are moving toward the gymnosperms. 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 So now here we are observing that in the previous class gymnosperms, usually we can see that in the bracket, if you want you can write down, that is the naked seeded plants. So now here you can see gymnos andre naked, sperma andre seed. So naked seeded plants, that what we are observing here, that is the gymnosperm. So characters we have to observe, that very important characters and simple characters are also there. Each character is important. Next is ignore. Number 1, where they are present, habitat. Habitat we are observing that illi these are growing in cold climatic conditions. Cold climatic conditions. Cold climatic conditions. So now In the previous class, we have discussed about that. That is that in the case of pteridophytes. Pteridophytes only some advanced plant, that is the Selaginella or Salvinia, they are exhibiting the compactness. Cones are going to be found in the case of the pteridophytes also, that is the Salvinia group. So here also we are observing the cones. What are cones? That will discuss in detail in the case of the gymnosperm only. Right. Second one is the plant body is differentiated into plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaf. So now we have to discuss with each one. One discuss node. So now we are observing regarding the roots. Next you have to take the character. In cycas andre one plant name, you can see that. In cycas, roots are associated with N2 fixing bacteria. Roots are associated with N2 fixing bacteria called So now here what we are saying that N2 fixing bacteria and nitrogen fixing bacteria, such a kind of roots which are called as coralloid roots, which are considering it as an coralloid roots. This is, we have to make the underline, you can see that coralloid roots. Next, in pinus roots are associated with fungal filaments. Roots are associated with fungal filaments called mycorrhiza. Roots are associated with the fungal filaments called as mycorrhiza. Now we will discuss about these things. Nodri. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೂಟ್, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಹೌ ದ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಪೈನಸ್. ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಫಂಗಲ್ ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಮೈಕೋರೈಸರ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್, ಇವೆರಡು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಪೈನಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್. ಫಾಲೋಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್, ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So nitrogen fixing bacteria antandre, so now they are present on the surface region. The rhizobium alla. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, they are going to be associated. Or the azotobacter, or the azolla and all those things, they are present on the soil. So they are going to be associate. Avella association irtave. So these are normally considered andre associated with the nitrogen fixing bacteria means what? They are responsible for the fixation of nitrogen. Note estond important ide. So nitrogen fixation irtave ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸೈಕಾಸ್ಗೆ. Now such a kind of roots are called as coralloid roots. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, they are collecting the nitrogen from the nitrogen fixers. ಆದರೆ ಇವು ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ, always those bacteria is associating with this. That is the cycas plant, right? Now next is they are giving normally nitrogen, you know that, in the form of nitrate. In pinus ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, they are associated with the fungal filaments. ಅಂದ್ರೆ these are the roots which are associated with the fungi. ಇವು ಫಂಗೈ ಜೊತೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ mycorrhiza. Myco refers to mycota, fungal. So they are associated with the fungal filament. It is considering it as an mycorrhiza. So what is the main role of this? Why they are present here means that is an important part. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಂಗಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್. They are normally responsible for the absorption of the minerals and the water. Why it is? Because in the case of pinus, root hairs are absent. Root hairs absent ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, in the absence of root hairs, this fungal is going to be normally working. ಆ ರೂಟ್ ಏನು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ರೂಟ್ ಹೇರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ದ ಫಂಗಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್, ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಂಗಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್, ಇದು ಫಂಗಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೂಟ್ ನಿಂದ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಫಂಗಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಮೈಕೋರೈಸಾ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಪೈನಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಪೈನಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಸೈಕಾಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಪೈನಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಈವನ್ ದೋ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಹೌದಾ, ಶೋ ಗಿಡ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳಿತೇವೆ. ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೊಡೈಕೆನಾಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್, ಹೌದಾ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಇದು ರೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇನ್ ದ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಸೋಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಸೋಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್, ಹೌದಾ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೈನಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಡ್ರಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಪೈನಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಡ್ರಸ್, ಕಾಮ ಅನ್ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಎರಡೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅನ್ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್. ಸೈಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್, ಅನ್ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್. ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಟ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ ದ ರೂಟ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್. ನಾವು ಇದಿಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಹೌ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ, ಹೌದಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್. Stem is normally consisting of the small leaves. They are considering it as an brown leaves ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. What are these brown leaves ಅಂದ್ರೆ, brown leaves are normally fixed with the stem. For what purpose ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it is normally making protection to the stem region. Vascular bundles ಅನ್ನಬಹುದು. Stem region protection ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Because what are these ಅಂದ್ರೆ, these are the brown leaves. ಅಂದ್ರೆ basically these are the leaves only. ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಟಾಪ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ ದ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ಇವು ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಆಸ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್. ವೆನ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇ ಫಾಲ್ ಡೌನ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೂ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಲೀಫ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇ ಫಾಲ್ ಡೌನ್. ಆದರೆ ಬೇಸಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್. Basal part of the leaf they are attached to the stem. This is normally considered as a brown leaves. Basal part of the leaf they are associated with the stem. That is why these are called as normally persistent leaf base. Persistent leaf base anta kareeತೀವಿ. So what do you mean by term persistent leaf base? Persistent leaf base ಅಂದ್ರೆ basal part of the leaf remain fixed on the stem or attached to the stem. ಪೂರಾನೇ ಲೀಫ್ ಕಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ ಬೇಸಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗೋದು ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. Then you can observe that the stem also consisting of the persistent leaf base. Persistent leaf base andre the basal part of the leaf attached to the stem. This is considered as a persistent leaf base. Followed. Bekadre adunu ಒಂದು character ಬರಿಬಹುದು. If you want you can write down that character also. The stem is branched, unbranched and it consists of persistent leaf base. Very simple, I am writing here persistent leaf base. Persistent leaf base means basal part of the leaf attached to the stem. So that what kind of coloration of the leaf ಅಂದ್ರೆ brown leaf ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಹೌದಾ? persistent leaf base. persistent ಅಂದ್ರೆ basal part of the leaf remain attached to the stem. ರೈಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇದು ಲೀಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸಾರಿ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ನಾವು ಲೀಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ leaves are green. Leaves are green, and now you can see that leaves are green, comma, needle like to reduce the surface area, and transpiration. ಅಂದರೆ ಟು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇವಾಪರೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್. ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರ್ತವೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಹೌ ದ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೌ ದ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈ ಥರ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಲೈಕ್. Leaves are needle like. In the next video I will bring the plant itself. One plant is there, cycas, that I am showing you that how the plant is there, you can see that. So leaves are green, comma, needle like. Actually ಏನಿದೆ, two kinds of leaves are there. ಅದು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, here green leaves are going to be found. So now persistent leaf base also we have discussed. Green leaves needle like. Needle like ಯಾಕಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ enormous amount of the leaves are going to be found. ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ sufficient amount of the leaves are there. Next is, if the leaves are needle like means, then the lamina is very small. So that what will happen here? Reduce the evaporation of excess amount of water. ಅಥವಾ reduce the evaporation ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಬಹುದು. Transpiration is also going to be reduced ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಅನ್ಬಹುದು. Like that, this is what we are going to be found in the case of the cycas or the pinus. Now, next, seventh one, leaves are needle-like over. ಈಗ general characters what we are observing that root, stem and leaf part is over. Now we are observing regarding the reproduction. ಹೌದಾ? Seventh one. Now, in the earlier class we have discussed about that. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆವು heterosporous in nature. ಹೌದಾ? Cycas plant is dioecious. Dioecious ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Cycas plant is dioecious. ಹೌದಾ? ಕಾಮ Pinus. Cycas plant is dioecious. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಪೈನಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ both male and female cones are going to be found. Pinus is monoecious. So what do you mean by this? You can see that the cycas plant is dioecious, pinus is monoecious. Andre dioecious is nothing but the sexes are separate, male plant, female plant. In the case of the pinus, you can see that the male and female plants are present in the single one. ಅಥವಾ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೊನೀಷಿಯಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ರೈಟ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಯುನಿಸೆಕ್ಸುವಲ್, ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಸುವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಏಟ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ heterosporous in nature. Spores are heterosporous in nature. Spores are heterosporous ಅಂದ್ರೆ now we can observe that the two kinds of spores are there. Now I am using the word microsporophil and megasporophil. Followed, spores are heterosporous. Ninth character you can see that the ಒಂಬತ್ತನೇದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಟ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು. Now microspores are present in the form of cones or lacs or ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಬೆಲೈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ. Microspores are present in the form of cones or lacs or strobili called male cone. So now here we are observing that the microspores are present in the form of cones or lacs or the strobili. So where the cones are present, cones andre reproductive structure. Cones are nothing but the reproductive structures. I am giving the example here. Microspores irbodu, megaspores irbodu. Microspores are present in the form of cones or the lacs or the strobili called as male cone. Suppose macrospores ittu andre here we are calling it as a female cone. Macrospores ittu andre female cone anta kariತೀವಿ. Microspores ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ male cone ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So these spores are normally haploid in nature. ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Main plant is sporophytic and diploid except the cones, because the cones consisting of spores. It may be smaller spores or the microspores, larger spores or macrospores. Clustering of the spores are the sporophyll ಅನ್ನಬಹುದು. Clustering of the sporophyll, that is called as cone ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಕೋನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕೋನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ clustering of sporophyll called cone. Suppose if it is microspores ittu andre athwa microsporophyll ittu andre, then it is called as male cone. Suppose macrosporophyll ittu andre, then it is called as female cone. Like this what we are observing. So microspores and the megaspores ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರ್ತವೆ, cones are even we are calling it as gymnospermic plants are also called as coniferous plants ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. coniferous plants ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ, cones are going to be found. ಇಲ್ಲಿ cones are developing ಅಂದ್ರೆ now we are observing that. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, where the cones are developing ಅಂದ್ರೆ cones are normally formed at the tip region. ಹೌದಾ, ಕೋನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟಿಪ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ದ ಕೋನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟಿಪ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಆ ಟಿಪ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ನಾವು ಕೋನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಕೋನ್, ರೈಟ್. ನೌ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಕೋನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ megasporophyll also present. In the case of cycas, male cone is present, female cone is absent. Female cone is absent andre megasporophyll only present, but the female cone is absent. What do you mean by this? In the case of cycas, male cone is present andre clustering of the leaves are there. Clustering of the leaves which contain microspores, that is called as cone. ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಗುಂಪಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜೋಳದ ತೆನೆ ಇದ್ದ, that is considered as an male cone. In the case of female cycas plant I am talking, in the case of female nalli leaves clustering irodilla, they are present in an individual manner, that is why we cannot call it as cone. ಹೌದಾ, ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we cannot call it as cone. That is why in the case of cycas ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, space is not there here. In the case of cycas male cone is present, female cone is absent. ಅಂದ್ರೆ megasporophyll is present, female cone absent ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, the macrosporophyll are not organized in the clustering manner like that. ಆದರೆ microspores. But in the case of the pinus, both male and female cones are present. In the case of pinus, both male and female cones are present. In the case of cycas, only male cone is present, female cone is absent. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಕಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಟೆಡ್. ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಕೋನ್ಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಪೈನಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ both are clustering manner. That is why we can call it as in the case of pinus both. In the case of pinus, both male and female cones are present anta helಬಹುದು, right? That is the character what we are observing in the case of this. Now the next part is reproduction part. Bandaga now this is a very important part what we are observing. Reproduction part ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಸೋ ಫಾರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್, ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಇಷ್ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಸೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಇಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈಗ ಮೇಲ್ ಕೋನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಕೋನ್ ಅಂತ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ. ಮುಂದೆ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ and apart from that some of the plants what we are going to observe that the largest plant ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್, ಹೌದಾ? then importance 1 or 2 importance that is going to be studying. ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ then we are dealing with few characteristics of angiosperms. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ then we are going to be finished. Why? Because angiosperms are the angiosperm that is content it has been given in your syllabus, but as far as the examination part is there, angiosperm is deleted. That is why you can see that we are normally studying up to the gymnosperm, but the angiosperm characters I will tell you. And what advanced characters are going to be found? A study, then we will finish up that. So what we have studied today that you have to be confirmed. Once again I am telling you that plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaf, and the cycas roots are associated with the nitrogen fixing bacteria called as coralloid roots. ಇದು ಒಂದು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ. Question they are going to be asked that what are coralloid roots? And now in Pinus, roots are associated with the fungal filaments called as mycorrhiza. What is the function of the fungus? Fungal association function ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ they are responsible for absorption of minerals and water. Why they are present in the Pinus? Because root hairs are absent. Next is stem is branched or unbranched. ಎರಡು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರೆದಿದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ CET ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಬೇಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಹೌದಾ? ಲೀವ್ ಸಣ್ಣ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಟುಮಾರೋ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಯು ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ. ನೀಡಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಟು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈಷಿಯಸ್, ಪೈನಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೊನೀಷಿಯಸ್. ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ heterosporous in nature and haploid. Haploid spores are present. Now we can see that the microspores are present in the form of cones or the lacs or strobilae. Microspore one example ತಗೊಂಡು. So this is called as male cone and same ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು that is cone ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರೆದಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Clustering of sporophyll called as cone. If it is microsporophyll then it is called as male cone. If it is megasporophyll then it is called as female cone. So now last one is in the case of cycas, male cone is present, female cone is absent. Andre scattering manner will be there. Macrospores ಅಥವಾ macrosporophyll clustering ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, they are present in the scattering manner. Whereas in the case of Pinus, both male and female cones are present. In the case of Pinus, both male and female cones are present. ಅಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ, ಹೌದಾ? Remaining part, how the fertilization takes place, next what process is there, that we will discuss in the next video. Followed? ನಾಳೆನೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ then we will move on to the next region. Okay? Have a nice day.